Hey guys, this is Killrob speaking, and today we are going to talk about several things. First of all, public launch of the current update is coming closer. We still have this little spinning wheel of death problem for some few of you, and we're not quite sure what causes it, but it's weird. And otherwise, the game seems to be reasonably debugged now, so it's getting there. It's getting there. Anyway, so probably early next week you should have the auto-updating a new version of the game. So, next thing, this is already the new beta release, and you can hear that in the background that some things have changed. And that is, we are currently working on implementing new sounds into the game. And we have Hexony Audio working on all those sounds, and we are currently having in the very first iteration of these sounds. All the levels of these sounds, all the volume levels of these sounds are not balanced, so you will hear outrageously loud sliders and so on, and hover over sounds. Ignore that, but the sounds are also now being iterated towards their final version. And once you have played this version for a while, you see a nice new hover over system, once you have played this version a while and you go back to the public version now, it feels so dead and empty. It's amazing, even though this current version is still pretty shit because of all the imbalances in sound volume. Anyway, I wanted to show you what we are currently working on in the beta version, or in the closed beta version of the game. So I've built a little platform and I want to show you the new model, and it has outrageously flared wheel arches, and that for a good reason. Let me see what I can do. So first of all, let's put in an engine, and there's not much fitting in there, so just choose this one. Should be fine. We put in some kind of standard stuff, nothing fancy. Like this, and now we get to the wheels, and you maybe can imagine what these arches are for. Not very wide wheels, but maybe a bit of rim offset. Now that's looking good, right? So now you can change your track width for the car, if you so desire. You can of course also make your wheels larger, and then like this. So that will of course have all kinds of consequences on handling of the car, and a wider stance will of course give you better performance in corners and so on, and reduce roll angles and all that good stuff. So we are looking forward to getting that debugged and tested. And let's see, what more do we have? We just go through here, and we just choose some stuff on the aerodynamics tab. We don't need all that cooling. This interior hasn't changed much, or nothing at all, since the version you've been playing in the open beta right now. But now we come to this one here. Yes, now we have that is which is behind a locking plate in the current open beta is now unlocked and working. So apart from the camper settings. There was a minus sign missing, so now all the camper values are positive, which doesn't contribute to excellent handling, if I may say so. So you have an easy mode for all the settings, and for example, if you want a comfortable car, then you have much softer springs, and race mode of course, yeah. And it's balancing according to the total sprung mass of the car and the weight distribution of the car. So all in all, that is working nicely, and yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to show you here. That's what we have been working on in the first week of the new sub-project. Anyway, there is something else I wanted to tell you about, and that is the upcoming Bavarian Rally Challenge. And you may have taken part in the shakedown of it already. This is a forum challenge, and you might wonder what this is all about. So, this is kind of a semi-official thing we're running, because it's so damn awesome. We are kind of pushing it. Poor Martin who has designed this. The Bavarian Racing Challenge, of course, comes from Der Bayer. And this is a little challenge where you build a car for a rally challenge. The rally consists of 6 stages, and you have to design the fastest car possible within some technical limitations. And you can read all about this in the forum, and this forum link is in the video description down below. So basically there is a single player mode where you submit one car which you try to set up such that it will do on average the best it can, while in team mode, in multiplayer mode so to say, you are having a 2-man team which uses the same engine and the same platform, but they are allowed to set up their cars differently. You will only have one chance to set up your car. That means it has to perform reasonably well on all stages, but if you are in team mode you could for instance make one car excellent for slower stages and one for faster stages. But if you are running in team mode, these cars will also be submitted, and your times will also be submitted to the single player mode. So if you're going too extreme, then you will probably suck in single player mode. And we have the stage overview coming here. So there's a good variety of stages. They are all around-ish 10 to 20 kilometers long, and some are a bit faster, some are a bit slower, some are very bumpy and require lots of tameness. Others, like for instance the stage 4, is really fast, and some have huge slopes in them, like 14% slopes and so on. And yeah, you have to design a car which fits all of them. And the best thing about it is probably the presentation, because it's awesome. You will be getting some kind of top trump cards for your cars, if you submit your data correctly, that is. And let's triple check all your entries, because you will get disqualified rather harshly. So yes, what more is there? Of course, the technical specifications. And you see a whole list of penalties you can occur as well. And yeah, I did partake in the shakedown of this, and it was a lot of fun. The results will be shown like one day after another. So one stage, one day, and you have 1 week of building your car and submitting it. Alright, that is everything I had to talk to you about today. I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time, and probably also in the Bavarian Racing Challenge. See ya!